Hey guys, it's Todd and today I'm playing over Milestones and after I'm going to break it down. Okay, so I'm starting off with this simple octave motif on the D minor 7. The next chord is a G7, which is dominant to C major. And on dominant chords, it will always sound cool if you play the diminished major 7 of the 7 or of the flat 9. So for G7 it would be F diminished major 7 or A flat diminished major 7. Here I went with the F. And arrived to the third, the C major. And from there I repeated the octave motif from the beginning and also I did the 7. On F7 I played a chromatic lead to B flat. And from there on I repeated what I played over C major 7, F7. But this time from the root, not from the third. This time with a diatonic lead to D. Here I use a technique which I call combined scale, and it's basically just taking the next tone of the following changes and making a scale out of them. Now it wasn't a very good idea, or at least it wasn't a good idea to go upwards with the scale, because as you can see on the D minor 7 I'm already playing the root. And if I want to go upwards on the E flat minor 7, the closest tone will be E flat, which is again the root. So I should have went for the D flat. The next closest tone on D flat minor 7 is E, which was good because it's third. After an F sharp 7, the closest tone was F sharp, which is the root. So it was kind of a cheap solution. On D minor 7, I played the A minor 7, which is the natural extension of the D minor 7. The two chord sounds like this together. And then on the G7, this is a figuration of the flat 9, 7 and 5. And then the D sharp is the approach tone for the following blues lick. The lick goes like this. So on C major 7 I play the first part. And then on D minor 7 I play the second part. And then played again that octave motif from the beginning, but this time it's not an octave but a major 7. In the B flat minor 7 and E7 I play the B flat minor scale. Which is very original. After I quoted the theme, which goes like but instead of that F minor 9 in the beginning, I played B flat major 7. So the original is, and I played, so I'm coming from above, and then also dropped a major 7 to the E major. In the D minor 7, here's a third inversion of F major 7 in the theme. So after I stick to this third inversion thing, So on G7 I played A flat diminished major 7. Like I said at the beginning, on dominant chords, the diminished major 7 of the 7 and the flat 9 of the chord will sound cool. So this time I went with the flat 9, and of course I stick with the third inversion. On C major 7 I played the third inversion of C major 7. And because I was already playing a lot of third inversions, I picked the Mark Turner lick. The pattern of this lick is a major 7 third inversion, then a chromatic lead downwards, and then another major 7 third inversion, a major third below. So starting from B major 7, it will be third inversion, then chromatic lead, to G major 7. Instead of going downwards with the G major 7, I went upwards. And then skipped the E flat from the chromatic lead to make sure I arrive on C sharp, which is a third of A major 7. On the next changes, A major 7, D flat minor 7 and F sharp 7 flat 9, I played the diminished lick, which is just a diminished 7 chord with every tone approached. And to be honest, it was a guess. I didn't really look at yet how diminished licks work, but it worked out well. After in B minor 7 and E7 I played one of my own 2-5-1 licks. Then I play out the C minor 7. And on the F7 I play the D minor 7 with approach. And I repeated the same pattern to the D flat 7. When the A part comes back with the D minor 7, I play the G, which is also the tone which I started with. On the following changes I played A minor with a chromatically moving root. Which wasn't bad, but it could have been better if I, for example, play G major on the C major 7 and A half diminished 7 on the F7. It would have been more interesting like that. On the B flat minor 7 I played out the chord with the same pattern. And then I wanted to play G and F, but my fingers said nope, and it turned out to F sharp. On the D minor 7 and E flat 7 I made a mistake because I played the 11th of both chord. Which creates an 11th parallel, and that doesn't sound good. On the D flat minor 7 and F sharp 7 I played the D flat minor scale, then I finished it with the Milka lick. And I really hope that I won't get copyright claimed. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you next week.